Hello students, so welcome again. I already shared one video in which I explained the chapter in detail, the study of changes, and in this video we will going to solve our exercise questions. So I will also share the video link in description in which you can find out the explanation of the chapter. So let's start. So the first question we have, what do you mean by reversible change? So a change in which no new substance is formed and the change can be reversed by reversing the condition is called reversible change. And second, what do you mean by irreversible change? A change in which a new substance is formed and it cannot be reversed by reversing the condition. So these are very good definition of reversible change and irreversible change. Then next, what are physical change? Give two example. And what are chemical change? We have to give two example of each. So the physical change is also known as reversible change, in which no new substance will form and we can reverse the change is physical change. For example, folding your t-shirt, wrapping of paper, tearing of paper, breaking of glass, these all changes are physical change. And irreversible change, in which new substance will form and it is chemical change. Again, examples are cooking of food, blossom of flower, then we have ripening of fruits, they are chemical change. Then we have fifth question, describe a reversible change that you can bring about by heating. We have to make a change by heating. So best example is when an ice cube will be heated, it will change into water. Or we can say liquid. So this is solid ice cube. When we heat it, it will melt down in liquid. So this is reversible change. We can do freezing also by cooling. So next one we have question number 6, that is describe an irreversible change that you can bring by heating. That is also simple. When we cook the food, we give it heat and we cannot reverse this change. So cooking of food is irreversible change and that can be bring on heating. We heat the utensils and inside there we cook our food, like when we cook our rice. This is irreversible change. Then the seventh one, we have mentioned two changes that can brought about by applying pressure. So by applying pressure, we can change the shape of the solids. These all are the example of solids. Fluffy solid like cushion, ball of wool or cotton. By applying pressure, we can change their shape. So this is a change. Then ductile and malleable solids, we can give them a desired shape. Like in ductile solid, we can convert them into thin wires. And in malleable solid, we can convert them into sheets. So these all are example of changes which can be brought about applying pressure. Now the next question we have B part now. Describe an experiment to show that what happens when sugar is heated. It is also given in a book. Now what will happen when we heat a sugar? We use a metallic bowl. Then we will put some sugar in it and heat in metallic bowl. First the color of sugar will change, as you can see in this picture. It change into brown, then it will change into black. When we heat the sugar, first color will change into brown, then into black. Then what is this black residue? जो आपका black part substance वहाँ पे new substance है, that is carbon, and it is entirely different from sugar. So this is irreversible change, or we can say it is a chemical change also. So this is the experiment you can show that what happened when we heat the sugar. When we heat the sugar in a metallic bowl, first the color will change into brown, then into black, and this black substance is the carbon. This black residue is the carbon, and which is entirely different from the sugar. So the next question we have, what are the exothermic and endothermic change? Exothermic and endothermic, we have to give one example of each. So what is exothermic? A change in which heat is given out. Heat will be given out. I am also putting the arrow that heat is given out. And what is endothermic change? A change in which heat is taken in. Endothermic change in which heat is taken inside to make a change. Endothermic in which heat is taken in, exothermic in which heat is given out. Now the one example of each. So of exothermic we have when we burn the wood. When we burn the piece of a wood, suppose this is a wood, when we burn it, the heat will be given out. So this is an exothermic change. Heat will be given out. And in endothermic, when a ice cube will melt down, it will take heat inside. Endothermic, when we heat a ice cube, it will convert into liquid, or we can say water. So this is an endothermic change in which heat is taken in and change will take place. So next we have, what are desirable and undesirable change? Mention one example each that you have not come across in your textbook. So first of all, we have to know what is desirable and undesirable. Desirable change which gives us benefit is called desirable change. Undesirable change which are not beneficial for us. So desirable change, when we make curd from the milk, it is desirable change, it is benefit for us, it gives us benefit. Undesirable change like the corrosion or the rusting of iron is undesirable change. So it will not give us any benefit, that is why we call it undesirable change. So next is C part. What must you observe for making a systematic study of change? How we can study a change? There are 5 points we have to keep in mind. First of all, we have to check shape and size and color of the material. Change is slow or fast. Any new substance is formed or not formed. Then it is reversible change or irreversible change. And the change can be brought about back or not by reversing the condition. Same, reversible change or irreversible change. And the last point we have to keep in mind, heat is given in or given out during the change, exothermic and endothermic. Then next we have second question, C part. Describe an activity to show that milk can be changed irreversibly into new substance. Same, what we will do, we will take milk in a jug or in a cup, then we will add some lemon drops in it, it will change into curd. after boiling. Then we will get from the cottage cheese. From the milk, when we add the lemon juice, we will get cottage cheese after boiling it. First it will convert into curd, then after boiling it will change into cottage cheese. Then next, classify the following into physical and chemical change. Okay, I will only take the chemical change, then rest are the physical change. So first one, melting of ice physical, cooking of food is chemical, evaporation of liquid physical. The next is also physical, glowing of bulb physical, the curdling of milk chemical, the condensation of water vapors physical change, rusting is chemical change, rotting of an egg chemical, sublimation of iodine physical change, sublimation process in which solid directly convert into gas, the burning of coal chemical, photosynthesis in green plant also chemical change, digestion of food is also chemical change. Then next we have choose the correct option in each of the following. So first one, which of the following is not a reversible change? Means you have to tell which is not a reversible change. So melting of which of the following is not a reversible change? So we can reverse melting, freezing, vaporization, but we cannot reverse the burning of kerosene. Next we have which of the following is not an irreversible change? Ripening of mango, yes, it is irreversible change, means chemical. Curding of milk irreversible, slaking of lime irreversible. The condensation of water vapors we can convert into liquid and ice also solid. So water vapors can convert again into liquid. Third, in which of the following change are new substance formed? In burning, a new substance will form. Then fourth question, which of the following involves fast chemical change? The burning of matchstick is a fast chemical change. Ripening of mango or any fruit slow, rusting of iron slow, the growth of plant is slow. So the correct option is A. The burning of matchstick is a fast change. Now we have 3 questions based on this activity. They place a bottle inside a hot water and heating it. The first question based on this activity, the balloon gets inflated because the air inside bottle get heated and expand. Gases or any matter expand on heating. Sixth, what do you expect to happen if the bottle is taken out? The balloon will get deflated because air will get cooled and it will contract. Seventh one, the change taking place in balloon when bottle is placed in hot water and taken out of it are reversible change. First it get expanded, then it get contracted. So we reverse the condition, first we heating it, then we cooling it. After reversing the condition, the change will reverse, so it is reversible change. Then complete the following A part. When you put some glucose in your mouth, your tongue feel cold because the dissolving glucose in saliva is an endothermic change. It is taking heat inside, endothermic change. The slaking of lime is chemical change. Many material expand on being heated. When we heat a material, they will expand. Fourth one, on being heated, a gas expand more than solid does. Gas will expand more than a solid. Then the fifth one, I think everyone can do by their self. You have to tell change is slow or fast, reversible or irreversible, any new substance form, yes or no, physical change or chemical change. I am explaining one. The ripening of fruit, it is slow change, it is irreversible change, any new substance formed or not. And any new substance formed or not, yes. It is slow change, irreversible change, yes, new substance is formed, and it is a chemical change. When there is a chemical change, new substance will form. So these you will do by yourself, and I hope exercise is also clear to you, and I will share the link in description in which I explained the chapter. Thanks for watching.